Hello, Celeste here from J Lexi. I am I'm doing a tutorial on separating the kefir grains. So if you look closely at this kefir, it looks like it's separated, it's watery at the bottom, and as you go up, it gets thicker, and then you see the curds on top. So that's usually how it looks when it's been I guess fermenting for more than 24 hours. So what I'm doing is I'm taking off the top, which is a coffee filter and the top to the ball jar. I'm going to set that aside. With a wooden spoon, I'm going to, let's see if we can get this better. I'm going to just stir the kefir just to mix it up a bit. Stir it, stir it, stir it. I am going to sit this down. I'm going to stir it, not with my hands in the way. Alright, so once it's stirred pretty good, which I would think this is, stirred enough. I'm trying to get it so my hands won't be in the way. Stir it. I'm going to tap the spoon. I'm going to put the spoon in the new jar. Now, I poured a little kefir out of the old jar before I washed it, so that's what you see on the bottom of here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour the kefir into the strainer. You see those chunks? That's actually the kefir starter. So I'm only going to pour enough into the strainer, and then I'm just going to mix it so that it separates. You see how it looks a little yogurty, curdly on top? That's actually good stuff there. And if you look at the bottom, it's just the thin liquid. So you stir this until it's completely through. So stir, 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 stir. I have really enjoyed making kefir. I think I've been doing it maybe, I don't know, for a month or so. And I make I make maybe almost a half a gallon every other day. I drink it either plain, which I'm learning to do. That's an acquired taste. I drink it plain, or either I add a little pure maple syrup to mine. My daughter likes hers as a smoothie. Okay, I'm going to see if I can sit this back down, because I have to lift the strainer. You see how thick it's coming? So it looks watery before you stir it, and then all of the liquid passes through the strainer first. But as you get closer to the grains, it gets much thicker. I love it when it's this thick and creamy and tangy and good. Alright, so can you see that? So I'm just going to kind of tap it. I'm going to put this back on what I made it with, and take a look at this. Take a look at how thick this is and how creamy this is. So this is really good stuff here. So not to sit anything down, okay, that doesn't work. I'm going to just sit this in here, and I'm going to pour this into the container that I'm going to keep it in. I mean, just look at it. It's nice and thick. I like it. Pretty much however much milk you use, you get just about that back after you separate the grains. And here is a close-up of what the grains look like. They kind of look like, I don't know, I want to say cottage cheesy, but they're not. Okay, so I'm going to sit this back down, and I'm going to pour the rest. Can you see that? Okay, I'm going to pour the rest. So empty out the container. Now, you don't wash the container after every use, because the cultures are in that container. The starter is in that container. So I don't wash it every time. But I do wash it maybe once a week. I mean, some people don't wash it at all, which I guess over time you have to, but it depends on what you like. So I'm going to turn this around a little bit. You see? And see, the grains multiply really fast. So I ended up throwing away about a 3/4 of a cup of grains, because really all you need for a quart of milk is a quart of grains. So a quart of grains, a quart of milk. With a cup, which is what I have here, I can do a gallon of milk, which I'm really not ready to do. So I'm getting as much from these grains as I can. Tap it, just wipe off the bottom. Sit this there. Once again, you see the grains. You see this nice, thick yogurt. I can't wait to taste that. Since I'm not going to use the spoon anymore, well, maybe I will. So I'll put it back in here. You don't want to sit it down because so it doesn't pick up any, hidden dirt or bacteria or things off your countertop. So I try not to ever sit anything down. Now, don't get me wrong, I wash my countertops, but when you're dealing with fermentation and bacteria and yeast, you just don't want to pick up any extra unfriendly buddies, if you know what I mean. Okay? So this is just about how much milk I used. Oh, look how nice that looks. Yum, 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 yum. Right? So that is the kefir. I'm not going to put any maple syrup in it now, because I try to just drink it as it is, which is pretty tangy. It's pretty tangy, but it's okay. So now what I'm going to do is, here's my grains again. I'm going to take the grains and I'm going to put them back in the container. Right? Put them back in there. And so, see, that's what they look like in there. And I'm not making any more kefir probably until tomorrow. So what I'm going to do with certified organic whole milk, I'm going to just cover the grains with the milk. Right, that's enough. I'm going to cover the grains with the milk. I'm going to get a paper towel and I'm just going to wipe off the top. Right, because I don't want this to get wet. And I'm going to put the coffee filter back on with the top so that it stays tight. And I'm going to sit the grains in the refrigerator. When you sit the kefir grains covered with organic whole milk in the refrigerator, the coolness of the fridge slows down the fermentation. So I can keep this covered for a couple days, maybe a week, without it really growing and multiplying. So here is the finished kefir yogurt, which I cannot wait to drink. I'm not going to drink any now because I just had some probably an hour ago. Alright, so that is a tutorial on how to separate the kefir from the grains. This is Celeste of J Lexi. Thank you for watching our channel. Be beautiful naked, and eat and drink real foods and apply real foods to your face. It's okay to have food on your face. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day.